once again, welcome to Mima's Crafts. Today I'm going to show you how to crochet this beautiful handbag here. It's a very simple bag, even for beginners, and it is crocheted using only single crochet throughout as well as slip stitch. So for this bag, you're going to need macrame. You can use any other type of yarn that you have. Even t-shirt yarn will do just fine. You're also going to need zipper. Also these beads, if you don't have them, it's still fine, you can do without them. You're also going to need thread and needle for sewing the zipper in place. Okay, also you're going to need another color for the thread, that is for tacking the zipper in place. You're also going to need a crochet hook. I used a size 6mm crochet hook, the scissors, and 5 stitch markers. Okay, so this is what we're going to need for our bag, so let's begin. So we're going to begin off with a chain of 21, okay, for the base of the bag. Okay, so this is my slip knot. So I'm going to chain 21, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm just going to continue and come back with a chain of 21. Okay, so now I have a chain of 21. So we're going to be crocheting using single crochet. So I'm going to skip this first chain here and insert my hook into the next chain, grab my yarn, pull through, okay, yarn over, pull through both loops. So this is my first single crochet. Into the next stitch, insert my hook, pull through, yarn over, and pull through. So I'm just going to continue with single crochet up until I finish all the chains and then come back. Okay, so just single crochet in US terms throughout and come back. Okay, so I'm just going to continue and then come back here. So I've just completed my first row of single crochet. So here I'm going to chain 1. This is a turning chain, okay, it doesn't count as a stitch, and then I turn. Now I'm going to crochet my second row. So you begin in the first stitch, okay, this one, and then do my single crochet, okay, in the next single crochet, okay, in the following single crochet. Okay, so I'm just going to continue with single crochet for this row and then come back at the end of this row. Okay, so I've just completed the second row. So what we're going to do up from here up until we finish the base, this is the base of the bag that we are crocheting. Okay, this one. Okay, this is the base of the bag. So what we're going to do is, after finishing each and every row, you chain 1 and then you turn and then you begin crocheting in the very first stitch up until the last stitch. Okay, so right now I have 2 rows. I'm going to continue up until I have 11 rows and then come back. Okay, so this is 1, 2, continue up until you have 11 rows and then come back. Welcome back. So I've just completed the 11 rows. If you were to count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so now this is our base and it's almost complete. So what we want to do here is, I'm going to put a stitch marker in the first stitch here, this one. This is our first stitch. We now want to crochet in rounds. So what I'm going to do here is, at this corner here, okay, I'm going to turn and then I'm going to start inserting my hook into each row and put 1 stitch. Okay, so here this corner I'm going to insert again a stitch. Okay, so you're going to be inserting into these holes here. Okay, so it's going to be 1 stitch for each row. Okay, so that by the time we're here we should have 11 stitches. Okay, so here I've already put this one. So I'm going to move into the next row and put 1 single crochet, okay, into the next. You just find somewhere to insert your hook, okay, and don't leave too big holes that are too big. Okay, so I'm now at the corner here. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So we need another stitch here. Okay, so now I'm turning. I'm done with this side, so this side is done. So now I'm crocheting this side. Okay, so here we're just going to be inserting our hook into the small spaces here. This was our foundation row, so we're inserting our hook at the back of these chains. Okay, so you continue inserting your hook through here. Okay, so I'm just going to continue up to this point, and at this point I'm going to put 2 stitches and then continue up until I'm back at the starting point. Okay, so I've just done single crochet right round. Okay, and right now at this point I have 62 stitches, but I'm going to do another stitch here. Okay, and they're now 63. Okay, so this is the best of my bag. So now we want to start our rounds going up, crocheting the sides of the bag. So what we're going to do is, here I'm going to begin my first round going up. So I'm going to crochet in the back loop of this single crochet. Okay, single crochet in the back loop. So this is the first stitch here. Okay, so here we have 2 loops, this one and this one. So I'm going to insert my hook in the back loop only and do single crochet. Okay, like that. Again in the next stitch in the back loop, single crochet, back loop, single crochet. Okay, in the back loop, single crochet. Okay, you should remain with this line here. Those are the front loops that we are leaving. We're only setting in the back loop. Okay, okay, so I'm just going to continue 1 stitch in the back loop. Okay, 1 single crochet in each stitch in the back loop right round. Okay, up until we're back here at the starting point. Welcome back. So I've just completed single crochet in the back loop right round. So now I'm back at the starting point. So now I'm going to be inserting my hook below the 2 loops. Okay, and do single crochet. Okay, below this the 2 loops and do single crochet, 1 single crochet in each stitch right round. Okay, 1 single crochet in each stitch right round, like that. Okay, so I'm just going to continue right round, putting 1 single crochet in each stitch like this, and then let's meet back here. Okay, continue right round and let's meet there. Welcome back. So I've just completed the second round of single crochet. Okay, this one, and this is how my bag now looks like. Okay, so these are the 2 rounds, 1 2. So we're going to continue repeating this round that we just did up until we have 9 rounds. Okay, so we're going to crochet 7 more rounds so that we have a total of 9 rounds, and then come back. Okay, we're just going to be repeating this one that we were doing. Okay, let's do that and then come back. So I've just finished crocheting the 9 rows. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to reduce the number of stitches that we have so that our bag can slowly bulge inside. Okay, so we're going to put stitch markers. I have 3 more stitch markers here in stitch number 21. Okay, So beginning in the first stitch here, I'm going to count 20 stitches and then put a stitch marker in stitch number 21. So that's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21. Okay, and then I'm going to put another one in stitch number 32. So that's 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 31 32. And I'm going to put another one in stitch number 53, starting from this one. Okay, so 32 33 34 35 36 38 39 40 41 42 43 44 45 46 47 48 49 50 51 52 53. Okay, so I put another one here. So now we have 4 stitch markers, and don't forget that this one is also marking the starting point. Okay, so this ones also are marking the points that we're going to reduce, okay, decrease. So this one also we're going to decrease in this one, but also it is also marking the starting point. Okay, so let's continue. So just going to continue with single crochet, but whenever we reach a stitch marker, we're going to decrease the number of our stitches. Okay, so here is how we're going to do it. Okay, so single crochet, and then in this one I'm going to remove my stitch marker like this, and then I'm going to insert and pull through again in the next stitch, so that I have 3 loops here. That means I've decreased my stitches with 1, yarn over, and then pull through all of them. So I put back my stitch marker like that, and then I continue with single crochet. Okay, up until I'm at the next stitch marker, and then decrease again. Okay, so we are now at the stitch marker, this one. Okay, so I remove the stitch marker, then pull through, insert into the next stitch, pull through, yarn over, and pull through all the 3 loops, and then I'm going to put back the stitch marker like this. Okay, and then I continue again with single crochet. Okay, like that. Okay, up until I'm also at the next stitch marker. Okay, so I'm here again. I'm going to remove the stitch marker and then pull through again, pull through, yarn over, and pull through all, then put back the stitch marker like this. Okay, so I'm just going to continue, and let's meet here. So I'm now at the next stitch marker, and I'm going to decrease again like we did before. Yeah, so 1 into the next stitch, so I have 3 loops, yarn over and pull through, and then I'm going to put back my stitch marker. Okay, then I continue up until I'm back at the starting point with single crochet. Okay, like that. So now we're back at the starting point, and we're going to repeat what we just did in this row 2 more times and then come back. Okay, So the row that we just finished here is round 10, sorry. So we're going to do round 11 and 12, repeating what we just did here. At the stitch marker, you decrease the number of stitches, okay? So do this 2 more times and then come back. Welcome back. So I've just completed the 2 rounds, and you can see that the sides have sort of bulged inside because we're decreasing the number of stitches, okay? So I've just done round 11 and 12, and I was decreasing the number of stitches, okay, here and here, and this is the round that we did together, okay? So we had 3 rounds where we decreased the number of stitches at the corners, okay? So now we're no longer going to decrease the number of stitches, so we no longer need these stitch markers, and I'm just going to remove them, and we're going to remain with this one. This one marks the starting point. So what we're going to do next is we're going to do round 13, that is 1 single crochet in each stitch and then come back, okay? So we're just going to do 1 single crochet in each stitch and then come back, okay? So let me show you. 1 single crochet in each stitch and then come back, okay, like that. Okay, okay, so just continue with 1 single crochet right round, and let's meet here. Okay, so I've just done the round of single crochet right round. Now we want to introduce slip stitch, okay? So I want to do slip stitch right round. So with slip stitch, we're going to do slip stitch in the back loop only, okay? So I set my hook in the back loop, okay? So we have 2 loops here, this one and this one, that I'm going to set in the back loop and pull through again. Okay, so I'm going to put back my stitch marker here, and then in the next stitch in the back loop, pull through again. Okay, okay, so I'm just going to do the slip stitch right round, and let's meet back here. Welcome back. So I've just completed the 1 round of slip stitch, this one at the top, okay? So before we proceed crocheting the handles, we want to insert a zipper on our bag, okay? But if you do not want the zipper, you can skip this part and then just go on to the part where we put the handles, okay? So now with our zipper, here is how we're going to do it. So I'm just going to bring the camera closer, okay? So this is the stitch marker for the starting stitch. So we're going to open inside our bag, okay? And what we're going to do is you're going to take a separate yarn or cord, okay? I'm just going to make a slip knot here, okay? So this one we leave it, it's for the handles. So I'm just going to come here next to the stitch here, then I'm going to insert my hook into this loop here, okay, like this, okay? And then I'm going to grab this slip knot that I just did, like that, and I'm going to do a slip knot like that, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue and do single crochet, inserting my hook into these loops here, okay, like this, like that, and then into the next, okay, like this. Okay, okay, so I'm just going to continue with this up until I'm here, okay, before my bag starts curving. So into the stitch. Okay, okay, so here I've just done 15 single crochet inside the bag. Okay, so I'm going to chain 1, okay, and then I'm going to 10. Okay, so we're going to continue crocheting single crochet on this small band that we just did. Okay, we want to create a space where we can put our zipper, okay, without compromising the shape of the bag. Okay, okay, like this. Okay, so that we have, okay, the small piece here protruding from the sides of our bag. Okay, so now I've reached the other end. Okay, so I'm going to do 2 more rows. Okay, I'm going to come back and then forth and then come back. Okay, so I've just finished the 4 rows of single crochet. Okay, so I'm going to come directly opposite these 2 points and do the same here. Okay, okay, so I'm going to just directly opposite the stitch that is opposite this one. Okay, so I'm just going to take this one here. Okay, and then I'm going to insert my hook through these loops here. Okay, this one's, okay, just like we did the side, and this is my slip knot. Okay, and do that. So I'm just going to do single crochet up until I'm at the stitch that is directly opposite to this one, and then do 4 rows just like we did with this one, and then come back. So I've just finished this part, so I'm just going to fasten this ends off as well as this one, so like that. Then I'm going to weave it inside and then come back. Welcome back. So I've just finished fastening off the ends. Okay, so here I have the zipper here. Okay, so you just leave off a small piece here as well as here. Okay, so what I've just done here is I've taken this color yellow just to tack it, and then I'll use this one black to sew the zipper in place and then remove the yellow color. Okay, so I'm just going to tack the zipper at the edges here with this yellow color here. It's just for putting the zipper in place so that it doesn't move when I begin attaching it with the light color. Okay, so this one I'm just going to tack it just randomly. It doesn't have to be neat, but just enough to hold the zipper in place. Okay, we'll remove this one after we have finished. Okay, I'm just going to open the zipper like that, and I'm going to do what I did the side, okay, like this. So I'm just going to tack it up onto the side and then come back. Okay, so I've just temporarily attached the zipper using this color here. Now I'm going to use black, okay, to permanently attach it. Okay, so I'm going to sew the zipper, sorry, this side as well as this side. Okay, so I'm just going to continue attaching the zipper here, this side as well as this side, and then come back. Okay, so now I've finished attaching the zipper, so we're going to remove this yellow thread here. Okay, so I'm just going to remove this and then come back. Okay, so I've removed the yellow thread, so now we have our zipper in place, okay, like that. Okay, so now we move on to the handles. So here I'm going to do one more round of slip stitch, okay. So I'm going to do another round of slip stitch, just like we did with the previous round. Okay, slip stitch in the back loop. Okay, and then come back. Okay, so welcome back. So here I've done the last round of slip stitch, so now I want to put the handles. Okay, so here you're going to put stitch markers in stitch number 4, 19, 29 and 44. Okay, so you count from the starting point here. So this is stitch number 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you continue counting and then put another stitch marker in stitch number 19, and then also in stitch number 29, and then in stitch number 44. Okay, so these are going to help us in putting the handles. So let's continue. So we're going to continue with slip stitch, okay, up until we finish our bag. Put back my stitch mark here. So I'm going to do slip stitch up until I'm at the next stitch marker here. Okay, so I remove it and then put a slip stitch into this one. So we're not going to put the slip stitch into the back loop only, we're going to put it below both loops, okay, so that our handle is strong enough. Okay, like this. Okay, so I'm going to chain 27. 1, 2, 3. So I'm just going to continue and come back when I have a chain of 27. Okay, so I now have a chain of 27, so I'm going to join it into the stitch with the stitch marker here. So I'm just going to remove the stitch marker, and so I'm going to insert my hook below the 2 loops like that, and join with a slip stitch. Okay, So this is my first handle, so I'm just going to continue with slip stitch in the back loop. Okay, in the back loop. Okay, so now I'm at the next stitch marker. I'm going to remove it again and put a slip stitch below the two loops like that. I'm going to chain 27 again, 2, 3. So here I join with the slip stitch in the stitch marker here, just like we did. Okay, okay, so now we have our two handles here. So I'm just going to continue with slip stitch in the back loop. Okay, okay, so this round is done. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a round of slip stitch right round, including the handles. So I'll just show you. Okay, so here you continue with slip stitch even on the chains. Okay, so you just insert your hook into the chain like this, and then do your slip stitch. Okay, okay, so I'm just going to continue with the slip stitch right round. Okay, and let's meet back here at the starting point. Welcome back. So I've just done slip stitch right round, and this is our bag so far. Okay, so we're going to do one more round of slip stitch just like we did previously, and even on top of these handles right round, and then come back. Okay, so I've just finished the handle here. I also added another extra round to make the handle firm. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3 rounds of slip stitch here. So we just want to add a little ribbon here. So here I have 4 strands of cord that I've just tied the way that we normally tie our shoes. Okay, so you just tie it that way and make sure that these sides here are equal. Okay, so now I want to put it here. Okay, so what I'm just going to do is I'm going to take okay, so I have this small piece of yarn. So here at the back, I'm going to pull it through. Okay, like this, so that it's holding the ribbon. So this is the one that I'm going to insert through my bag. Just find point where you want to insert it. Okay, and then this one, another hole. we're going to tie it inside. Okay, and fasten this off. Okay, so here, and I'll have this small ribbon here. So here at the ends, I'm just going to cut them. So I have these small beads here, so I'm just going to insert and then tie at the end. Okay, another one. And another one. Okay, so if you have more beads, then that's fine. You can still put them there. So if you want, you can just trim the other end so that they are all the same in terms of size. Okay, so there we have it. So here I'm just going to fasten this off. I'm going to remove this. We no longer need this one, so we just do a slip stitch, one last slip stitch. Okay, and put it here. Okay, so I'm just going to fasten this off and then come back. So I've just attached and put the beads, and our bag is done. Yeah. Okay, and this is the best. Okay, thank you for watching Miriam's Crafts. Please do subscribe, like, and comment for more videos. Thank you.